Hey there everybody, welcome to Spread the Good with Full of Heart Homes. Today I've got quite the treat for you. Please excuse the pun. But today we're headed to Apple Hill, to none other than High Hill Ranch. High Hill Ranch is well known in the area, and it's well known because it's an amazing apple orchard. And they have so much available. Not only do they have a huge crafts fair, pie shop, barbecue, fishing pond stocked with trout and soon to be bass, but it's a great place to bring your family. And to top it all off, they have the best apple fritters on the planet. So we're going to take a trip to Apple Hill, to High Hill Ranch today, and get a special behind the scenes look at the process of making these best apple fritters on the planet. And the owner is going to sit down and chat with us. Now we're at High Hill Ranch. If you love apple fritters like I do, this is where you want to be. This is home to the planet's best apple fritter. Let's go get one. Hi.
Hey, you ready?
Yes, I'd like an apple fritter.
First apple fritter of the day, sir.
All right.
Careful, it's hot as heck still.
This is the first of the day.
It's the first of the day.
All right.
Yeah, it's a little hot, but when it's warm, it is like another world. But that will feed two.
It will feed two.
Yeah,
it for
right
sure.
Weighs 2 pounds.
I think it'll feed 3 or 4. Ooh,
Well,
it's fresh out of the oven too.
Yep, you can't get any better than that, man.
All right.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Have a great day.
You too.
Well, it started in 1960. My dad bought this place.
Okay.
It's evolved since then. And over time, we've brought in all kinds of different agricultural products, as much as we can from the local farmers. And the honey is kind of cool because we rent bees.
You rent bees?
They help pollinate the apples. You get a better crop.
Okay.
And apple honey, there's almond honey. Doesn't taste so good, but the apple honey is a sweet, delicious honey. And so it's kind of a nice way to recycle and make a little money back because it costs money to rent the bees.
Yeah.
But now we've got our own honey, basically.
It's like a synergy.
Yeah.
It all works together.
Works good, and yeah, the apples just come out better. We try not to buy too much stuff off-site.
Yeah.
I like to kind of control our products. Our apple butter, I make that stuff.
Oh yeah? I love apple butter.
And here again, we use Golden Delicious. And we've got a sugar type of apple butter, which is excellent. But the sugar-free, because the Golden Delicious is such a sweet apple, it actually tastes better than the kind with the sugar.
Oh, sure.
Very sweet, got that apple flavor.
It's natural.
But that's another thing we make here is the apple butter, and people just go crazy over it. We're a family operation, so we try and have little goodies for the kids.
Yeah.
They want their licorice or they want their corn nuts or something.
Yeah,
so we got that kind of stuff for the little ones. But then this is one of the things that people go nuts over is our caramel apples, all made from scratch with the best products. And these are caramel, then dipped in chocolate, then nuts. I eat one of those a week, man. God, this is so good. It is. It's so good.
The passion I hear in your voice for your products, it's refreshing.
Very, very proud of it. My dad started all this, and he was very strict about nothing but the best. So, I mean, the profit was not the main goal with him. It was just making the best stuff. Probably the prettiest place in Apple Hill is called Bill's Apples, because the old gentleman that had it was into flowers. I mean, there's $100,000 worth of flowers all through the hillsides and around the buildings. We rent it out for weddings because it's so spectacular.
Yeah.
If you just want to go have a picnic at a place, Bill's Apples.
Bill's Apples.
Because it's gorgeous.
So again, tell me about how this farm started. Was your dad the one who started it?
No, it was a guy, Mr. Gatlin. He was a
Okay.
railroad engineer.
Okay.
And he started it as his retirement. Planted the apples. We had a bunch of pears, but there was a pear decline in the late 70s, and the pear trees all pretty much died. So everybody switched over to apples.
Okay.
So Gatlin started it, sold it to my dad in 1960. He was 26. He came up and, bought it gave the guy $500, and the old gentleman let him make payments for years. And we've developed it because I was the only employee. I was in 8th grade, and I would sit in the apple stand and sell apples on weekends.
Nice.
Because it was basically a pear operation.
Uh-huh.
But like I said, when the pears went to the wayside, everybody up here had to scramble, and they came up with this Apple Hill idea in the mid-60s.
Okay.
And it's taken 40 years to kind of get us to where we're at.
Yeah.
It's been a long process.
Well, now Apple Hill's a big deal.
Now everybody knows about it. I mean, everywhere you go. I went to my chiropractor yesterday, and the 3 people in there, they see the shirt. Oh, yeah, I was just up there. Yeah. It's funny. Everywhere I go, and I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
They've been here at some point.
Yeah.
And some people have been coming here for 40 years straight. They were brought up when they were kids. Now they're bringing their kids. Because if you think about it, in within a 100-mile radius, there's really not a lot of things to do.
Yeah.
And so we're kind of filling the niche.
Yeah.
And then along with all the other farms that have cool stuff to do, it's just a great way to spend the day. You got to have your family day.
And then you're also along one of the paths to Lake Tahoe. And so it's a good halfway stop for a lot of people from the Bay Area to stop here and enjoy some fresh fruit. Yeah. Pick some of your own fruit. I brought my family up here to Apple Hill to pick blueberries one summer. And then earlier this year, we picked our own lavender to create lavender bundles and bouquets. And, I mean, there's just so much to do here.
By the time you plant an apple farm and you do all the irrigation and you wait 6 or 8 years before you see any apples, people can't wait that long to see a little income. Yeah. And so they've got very creative, like with the lavender and the flowers. Yeah. And a lot of people are retired or semi-retired, and they want something to do. Yeah. And so that gives them kind of a secondary income, but it also adds a little bit more flavor to Apple Hill. It's not all just apples. There's some other good stuff up here.
There's a lot of stuff here.
There's a lot of things going on up here.
Necessity breeds invention.
Yeah. And this is a place where you can invite grandma and grandpa. Yeah. Because they can enjoy walking around. We have like 60 crafters, all handmade cool stuff. Yeah. And just looking at the imaginations of what these people have come up with to make and sell. The grandparents have a great day. The parents have a great day. The kids have a great day. Yeah. So you can include everybody. There's something for everybody. Oh, yeah. All the way from 100 down to 1 year old. There's something here for everybody. There is. So
I love that you're so hands-on. Like you're the owner, but you're out there helping run parking operations.
Well, it's a shame because I've had wonderful kids. My God, because I have a 10-man crew that park cars. We're parking them in 4 different spots all at once. But I've been so fortunate with all my traffic control kids. Yeah, they've been raised by great parents. They come in, they take it serious. Yeah, they work hard. They show up on time. They're great to work with. So it's fun for me. We all got our radios and we're just coordinating. We're this Army Corps of traffic control guys.
Well, Jerry, this has been great. Thank you for sitting down with me and chatting with me and telling me the history of this place. Look at the size of this apple fritter. It's gigantic, and check it out. It actually has lots of apple chunks in there. I've never been to a donut shop that had apple fritters filled with large chunks of apples, and the size of these fritters are huge. This is so good. These are definitely the best apple fritters on the entire planet. High Hill Ranch up here at Apple Hill. Get your butt over here and enjoy these apple fritters. And remember, a house is not a home until it's full of heart. Have a wonderful day. You deserve it.